Okay, let's talk about basic equations that involve fractions, something like this. And we're going to talk about how to solve equations that involve some sort of fractional coefficient, just like this particular problem right here. Now, there's basically two ways that most students think of when they see a problem like this. I'm going to actually cover both of these techniques, but I'm going to recommend one way over the other. Okay, what I'm going to tell you is the better way to solve any sort of equation with fractions. So if you think you can do this, go ahead and pause the video, put your answer into the comment section. Of course, you might have, learned this in a one particular way, and you're like, no, I know how to do this exactly. I'm going to stick with the way I was taught. That's perfectly fine. As long as you can confidently do these problems, that's what really counts. But I can tell you right now, a ton of students that are learning algebra really get confused when they see fractions involved in equations. So we're going to clear up any confusion with this particular problem. We're going to go through it nice and slow, step by step. But first, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of TC Math Academy. I'm also a middle and high school math teacher. I've been teaching math for decades. And if you're struggling in math right now, don't give up the ship, okay? Don't quit. That's the worst thing you can do. I'm telling you right now, you can be successful in mathematics, but it requires great math instruction, okay? You need access to excellent math instruction. What does that look like? Well, it's clear. It's understandable and it's comprehensive. It's more than just a quick little tutorial. So that's what I offer in my Math Help program. If you're at the middle school, high school, or college level, go to it and check out my Math Help program. You can find a link to it in the description of this video. I promise you it will help you in your respective math courses. Also, if you're preparing for any sort of test with the math section, something like the GED, ASVAB, GRE, GMAT, maybe a teacher certification exam or SAT or ACT exam. I have a ton of test prep courses that can help you prepare for those respective exams. If you homeschool, definitely check out my middle and high school math courses for homeschoolers. They have gotten excellent reviews, and I've been involved with homeschooling for many, many years. And if you need a pair of math notes, I'm also going to leave a link to my notes in the description of this video. You need something to study from, so you might want to check that out. And if this video helps you out, don't forget to like and subscribe, as that definitely helps me out. All right, with all that said, let's get into how to solve these type of equations. Again, this is, from my experience, gives a lot of students trouble, whether you're, at the pre-algebra level or algebra 1. If you're just starting off learning algebra, you're going to have to know how to confidently handle these type of problems. So let's go ahead and set this up. So there's basically two approaches, okay, that most students think about this. The first is what I would call, the first way is like a logical approach, okay? It's like, okay, they think about how to do a problem like this in a particular way that it makes sense, it's logical, okay? However, there is a better way to think about problems that have a fractional coefficient, something like this, equations that we're talking about, obviously. So we'll cover both techniques, and you can kind of determine which way you like. Again, I am going to recommend this way in terms of your long-term memory and the way you handle these problems. But let's go ahead and get to this first way, this logical approach to do this problem, okay, or problems like this. So to do this, let's first of all review a basic equation like this. 2x is equal to 8. Okay, so what's going on here? 2x. Well, this is multiplication. This is 2 times x is equal to 8. So probably most of you out there would know, okay, to solve for x, what I have to do, because this is 2 times x, I need to divide both sides of the equation by 2. So this is good. Okay, this is logical, and this is absolutely what you need to do. So I'm going to get 2x divided by 2, or 2 divided by 2 is 1x, or x, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. And that would be the correct answer, okay? But what we're dealing with is an equation that has multiplication, but there's no fraction here, okay? It's just a number. But when students master this and they learn this, they're like, okay, I know how to solve these type of equations. So when you see an equation like this, all right, 2/3 m, actually, let me just write this here, 2/3 m is equal to -1. Okay, most students are saying, okay, this is a number times a variable. They're going to think of this as kind of like a 2x equals 8 kind of situation. Okay, they're kind of looking at the two. This is 2 times this variable. This is 2/3 times this a variable here. So what is logical and saying, okay, to solve for m, I'm going to take this number, which is a fraction, 2/3, and I'm going to divide both sides of the equation, just as I did this 2x is equal to 8. You divided both sides of the equation by 2. So here I'm going to be like, well, let's just do the same thing. Okay, 2/3 m. I'm going to divide both sides of the equation by 2/3. And that is logical. Okay, it definitely makes sense to do that. So what you end up with is m is equal to -1. Okay, now we have to be very mindful here how to read this. This is -1 divided by 2/3. Okay, we can see that better here. M, our solution is going to be -1 divided by, okay, 2/3. So now we have to go ahead and do this work right here. So -1 divided by 2/3 is the same thing as -1 times 3/2. Remember, I got to flip this. We're talking about division here, so I got to flip this fraction to 3/2. So -1 times 3/2 gives us a -3/2. Okay, so this is our answer, and this is the correct solution. Now, if you got this right, well, I must go ahead and give you a nice little happy face and a few check marks for being pretty awesome at basic algebra. But here's the thing, okay? A lot of students get this confused because they're dividing by a fraction on both sides of the equation, and you end up with this kind of complex fraction right here. In my experience, this gets students in trouble, okay? Of course, I'm assuming you already understand the rules of positive and negative numbers, and you already knew that a negative times a positive was going to be a negative. But anyways, let's move on to what I'm going to call the better way, okay? All right, so here we have 2/3 m is equal to -1. This is the problem that we're going to solve. So what is the objective here? Okay, what is the objective when you're solving any equation? Well, let's just look at it this way. Here I have 2/3 m is equal to -1. What am I trying to do when I solve this equation? Well, I'm trying to get a 1m. Okay, I'm trying to solve for m. Now, you don't typically write like when we're solving for x, like x is equal to 4. Technically, that there's a coefficient in front of that x. It's 1x is equal to 4. We never really write the 1. It's just implied that you know that it's there. So x is equal to 4 is the same thing as 1x is equal to 4. But you should just kind of be mindful of that. So what we're trying to do is solve for m, okay, or just m by itself, which is 1m. Now, I'm kind of really going, taking my time to really explain to you that, this may seem very obvious. You're like, okay, all right, I understand. We're trying to get this 2/3 m and rewrite it such that it's just a 1m. So how can I get a 2/3 m? What can I do to 2/3, okay, over here to make this into a 1? Okay, well, if you think about this, here is the easiest way. Just take this, whatever fraction you're dealing with, and flip it upside down. Okay, so that's called the reciprocal. So this is 3/2. So 3/2 times 2/3, you can see here when I do this multiplication, that's 6/6 or 1. Okay, so if I was to multiply this 2/3 by 3/2, I am going to end up with a 1m. Now, in algebra, the main thing you need to know is that whatever you do to one side of the equation, whatever operation, so if I want to multiply this left-hand side by 3/2, I could do that all day long as I multiply the other side by 3/2 as well. And then when we do this work, we will actually get the solution. All right, this is the way that you want to think of solving equations with fractions. So let's go ahead and actually do this right now. Okay, so it's very simple. So when you're looking at our equation, you're like, all right, 2/3 m is equal to -1. What I'm going to do, I have my fraction right here. I'm going to flip it upside down. That's going to be 3/2. I'm going to multiply both sides by this reciprocal. So that's all you're doing. So you're looking at the fraction. You're going to flip it upside down and multiply both sides. So -1 times 3/2 gives us -3/2. M is equal to -3/2, and you are done. Now look at the amount of work here. It's actually very, very straightforward, and I'm just telling you right now, this is the better way of doing these problems. It's much less work than doing this, all right? 2/3 m, dividing both sides of the fraction, or sorry, dividing both sides of the equation by 2/3, and then we got to do all this complex fraction math and whatnot. So you don't want to, I'm just telling you right now, I've been teaching this stuff for not years, but decades. Okay, this is a better way to do these type of problems. But I'll tell you what, in the end, as long as you're successful using whatever procedure that you've learned, then you make your own judgment. As long as you can get the right answers, really that's what counts. But hopefully this video helps you out. And if that is the case, don't forget to like and subscribe. And the level of math here we're dealing with is basic algebra. So a couple things here as follow-ons. One, I have a ton of algebra videos on my YouTube channel you can check out. But I do offer a couple basic math courses. One, I would strongly suggest my pre-algebra course if you're at that level. I do offer Algebra 1, Algebra 2, College Algebra, Intermediate Algebra, all the way on up to pre-calculus, but this is far more basic than those levels there. Also, I have a Math Foundations course. If you're just kind of getting into some basic review, that you need to kind of review fractions and positive and negative numbers, you might want to check out my Math Foundations course. Again, you can find all this in my Math Help program. All right, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.